I can do that by writing a keyword sep and then equal sign. First character indicates how I want to fill my string. This means that I want my value to be printed in the center. This comma means that the thousands will be separated with comma. This dot 2 is the precision. Hello coders, welcome to my channel. I'm David, your guide to mastering programming. Annoyed by how your output looks? I've got the solution for you. Keep watching the video to unravel the mysteries of f-strings and the print function. You know how print works. It outputs on the console what you want. But there are some parameters that can influence how it looks. For example, if I write something like this, now when I print x, y, x and y are printed but with space separation. If I want to separate 3 and 2 with a dash, for example, I need to pass to separation parameter a value dash. I can do that by writing a keyword sep and then equal sign dash. Now when I run this, as you can see, 3-2 is printed. This works also with lists. 1, 2, and 3. Now when I print asterisk A and give, for example, sep and then the separation value dash, as you can see, 1-2-3 is printed. Until now, you may have noticed that print always prints an extra line. As you can see, whenever you print something, you have this empty line printed. If you want to remove that empty line, you need to change the value of the parameter end. To do that, you need to write end and pass it some value. For example, I pass an empty string. That means that end won't have any value. Now when I run this, as you can see, nothing is printed. Also, I can write, for example, some message, for example, end. Here, space. As you can see, 1-2-3 and space end is printed. In order to print some values in combination with some text, you may have written something like this. Now when I run this code, as you can see, 3 is greater than 2 is printed. Let me comment this. I can't simply write here x because I can't add an integer and a string. They both have to be either integers or string. Since this is a string, I have to convert this x and this y into a string. This works, but this is not a clean code, and I don't recommend to format your output this way. That's where f-strings come in play. F-string is an acronym for formatted string literal and is used to embed expressions inside string literals using curly brackets. It was introduced in Python 3.6, so you have to have a Python at least 3.6 to have an access to this functionality. I'll write an example for you. We want to have 3 is greater than 2 printed using f-strings. To create an f-string, you need to write f and then open the quotes or apostrophes, depending how you want to create your string literal. Now open the curly brackets and here write x. This will display the value of x, which is 3. And now I can write is greater than. And here I want to display the value of y. As you can see, it's shorter also and it's faster than the previous one. As you can see, the output is exactly the same. You can also write something like this, f, and here, in these curly brackets, you can write an expression. For example, 5 plus 5. And now, curly brackets will evaluate this expression and print it. As you can see, it prints 10. But what if I want to see the expression? Then you need to write the equal. This will give you on the right here the evaluation of the expression on the left, and the expression will be printed as well. As you can see, 5 plus 5 equals 10. You can use that the same way with variables, x plus y, and then equal. But in this case, it won't print you the values of x and y. It will just print you x and y as variable names. And then on the right, to give you the value. As you can see, x plus y equals 5. But f-strings are much more versatile. I'll show you the power of f-strings in a minute. Now when I run this code, As you can see, this is printed. Now I'll explain you character by character what it does. This colon indicates that now on I want to write some formatting. I want my string to be formatted in this way. The first character indicates how I want to fill my string. And the second one here, this character means how I want my value to be represented. I mean, the position of my value, where I want my value to be printed. As you can see, this means that I want my value to be printed in the center, as you can see here. It's in the middle of these equal signs. This plus sign means that if this number is positive, write plus, and if it's negative, write minus. This comma means that all the fourth values, the thousands, will be separated with commas. As you can see, I have comma after 3 because it's 3000. This dot 2 is the precision, how precise I want my value to be. I want 2 decimals. So these 2 are just printed, as you can see. And this F means what type it is. In my case, this F means fixed point. There can be also character or D as a string and many others. Also, this character here can be omitted. In that case, the space character is the default, as you can see. This plus also can be omitted. Then the plus won't be printed, only the minus if it happens to be a negative number, as you can see. This also can be omitted. You don't have to have a comma here, but it's nice if you have bigger numbers, so they're easier to read. As you can see, now it's not separated. Also, you don't have to centralize this number. You can have it, for example, at the end of our line. As you can see, the spaces are printed and our number is at the end. The 30 here is the width of the line. It calculates all the characters. Even the dot is calculated. Or even when I write here plus, the plus is also calculated as a character. For more detail on how formatting in f-strings work, I leave you a link to the official Python documentation in the description below, so feel free to check it. Besides f-strings, you can use these two, dot format and percentage, to format strings, but the f-strings are the fastest and also f-string is the most efficient, so I won't explain those two. But if you want me to record a video for you about dot format and the percentage sign, write that down in the comments below. I hope you found this video helpful. Like and subscribe for more coding content. See you in my next video. Until then, keep coding.